Hello, hello, and welcome. Prue Glenna has it here, leading intuitive business strategist and women's transformation catalyst. Lovely to see you. Thank you for being here. And before we start, I really just want to invite you to land here now in this moment. So if it's safe for you to do so, I invite you to close down your eyes and breathe in whatever way feels good for your body right now. And I invite you to call back all parts of you right now. You can even say to yourself, I call all of my energy back to this exact moment. And I release with love. I release with love anything that's not mine or that's no longer serving me. I release it with love, and that can go back to where it came from. That feels better. So, I wanted to talk today about vision for a couple of reasons. One being that obviously we are approaching a new decade and a new year, which is always a very exciting time. And likewise, I have been looking at my own vision, and especially over the weekend, I've been having some big conversations with my partner about my vision and our collective vision. And so one of the things that is really important to consider when we're looking at our vision, it can kind of be one of those concepts where it's like, kind of abstract and unreachable. It's like, okay, let's ground it. So I feel like it's really helpful to consider our why when we begin to look at our vision. So for me, in reflecting on this over the weekend, even more, my personal why is all about family and community, and I really desire to have a baby, at least one, maybe two, and to bring a beautiful soul into this world and shepherd them and support them in the way that a parent can. And I feel like that's one of the deepest honours that we can have as human beings, and as women especially. So that's a big part of my personal why I do what I do, is that I really want to bring a child or children into this world. And what I do in my business is, or how I do business, I should say, is in a way that can really beautifully support that vision. So it's about working in a way that supports my femininity and my deepest desire. So structuring my business and building my business in a way that will allow me to have the time and space that I want to have in order to be able to shepherd this incredible human or humans into the world. So for me, it's, time is everything. The time that we have with ourselves, the time that we have with our children, the time that we have with our partners, our families, our communities. And so this is why I do what I do in terms of how I'm structuring my business. And when I take that out to the next level and the next layer, and I look at not just what's my personal why, but what's my collective why. Why do I do this in the bigger sense? It's for the same reason. I want other women to have, hey Lisa, I see your beautiful face pop up. Thanks for the hearts. I want other women to have the opportunity to have more time and space in their life. And not just that, but to have the fulfillment that comes from doing your life's work. You know, doing what it is that we are truly here to do. Like tapping into that soul essence, that soul spark, and bringing that forward in the most beautiful way and powerful and transformative way possible that we can for the people that we work with, and in a way that absolutely honors us. So that's my personal why and my collective why as well. And those things are, yeah, that's beautiful, Lisa. Woo. Yeah. So I'm just gonna, yeah, Lisa says you'll fully understand love when you have your own children. Yeah, letting that sink in. So, yeah, personal why, collective why, and all of this is, so the whys are really based on the foundation of our values. So it's really helpful to consider what your values are, and then what your whys are, your personal and your collective whys. And then in terms of your vision, how is it that you want to live? How is it that you want to feel? And what is it that you want to create as a result of that? And I think it's a beautiful time right now to not just look at what is it that I want to create in 2020, but what is it that I want to create for the next 10 years, you know, because a lot of people say that we really overestimate what we can create in the space of a year and underestimate what we can create in the space of 5 or 10 years. So let's have a play with that, and let's look at what is it that we can create in 1 year. What do we want to create in the next year? What do we want to create in the next decade? Because if you think probably back to 10 years ago, when, you know, for me, I was 27, it doesn't feel like that long ago. It really doesn't. I feel like the last 10 years has gone like, I mean, it's, you know, it kind of goes slow as well. But then when you look back, you're like, wow, that flew. So yeah, really powerful to look at both the shorter term and the longer term vision. What do you want to create in the next year? What do you want to create in the next decade? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear. What does your next year look like? What would you like your next decade to look like? Where do you want to be? How do you want to feel? Who do you want to be? Not just what do you want to create and what do you want to do, but who do you want to be and how do you want to feel? Because those are some of the most important drivers, and also things that we can affect change in right now. You know, often we want to create things so that we can feel a certain way. And there are often smaller ways that we can create those feelings for ourselves right now, so that we can be feeling the things we want to feel while we're on the journey of creating what we want to create. So that's really beautiful. And I'd love to share as well that I touched on this last week, that I've really been sitting in this space of how can I be more service. You know, it was like this wave washed over me last week, in the middle of last week at the new moon, and this wave washed over me of this deep desire to be more of service, of more service. And I would love to know if there are any ways that you feel like I could be of more service to you in this group. Any things that you want to learn about specifically, any challenges or blocks, drop them in the comments below or send me a PM and let me know, because I'm so happy to talk about anything and provide any level of value that I can and open up a conversation about this. You know, we don't need to feel alone, and we don't need to feel shame around the different things that are going on in our lives. You know, there's a beautiful community of incredible women here, and I am very open to opening up a conversation with all of us around what it is, you know, what our common struggles are, and let's all be here together. Let's all support each other, because that is what it's all about. It really, really is. So, if we don't have clarity around our vision, then it's really hard to move towards what we want. It is. It just is. And right now we have the opportunity to get that clarity and to get that vision. And I would love to make an offer to you to be of service and to support you in mapping out your beautiful vision for 2020 and beyond, exactly like what we've spoken about in this video today. I'd love to help you. So where you can go to book in a time is ceopriestesschat.com. Love to have this conversation with you and really support you and witness your vision. Support you in creating it and witness it, and have you really stand powerfully in whatever that is for you, and embody it, and then begin to move towards it. So I'd love to be of service. Feel free to connect in with me. You can reach out and ask me any questions you've got, either in the comments below, or you can DM me, or just jump on ceopriestesschat.com and book a time that suits you. I really look forward to talking with you, and I send you so much love.